And good morning and welcome to the VSA Capital 5 Minute Morning Miner. It's Thursday, the 18th of May. Morning, Paul. How you doing?
Pretty good, thank you. Pretty good. Another bright, sunny day, three in a row. By golly.
Isn't it four?
Or is it? It might
Well, it's
be.
Thursday. It's the fourth day of the week.
Yeah, okay.
How's your maths, Paul?
I'm too busy to notice, I guess.
Don't tell me you're a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is the third day of the week. We all know what that means.
Oh, no, that's true. That's true. No, I'm not one of those. Yeah.
Good. We'll fire those. You're safe, Paul. Right, come on, mining. Actually, just as a general point of view, I couldn't help but laugh. Citigroup has suggested that the lithium price might go up 40% this year. They probably haven't noticed that it's just actually doubled in the last month. But Citigroup always are a bit behind the curve. That's big
Yeah,
banks.
they're a little slow there.
I don't know why people deal with big banks. They are so hopeless, but they're just big and people feel they have to. They really haven't got a clue. Makes me laugh or cry. Can't decide. Bit of both, maybe. Anyway, yeah, the lithium price is still shooting up at the moment, absolutely spiking. Just as well, we did say a couple of weeks ago, take your shorts off and go long again. I also see, Paul, I don't know if you've seen, whilst talking about lithium, in Chile, obviously everybody thought the president stood up and said he's going to nationalize all the lithium companies. Chile, of course, is the second largest producer of lithium in the world, I believe, the largest producer of copper in the world. That is not what the president said. And actually, you'll see that right now going through Parliament, I think it's being voted on today, that they are just simply saying that we want to have more of a bit of a tax on our mining companies, so that the government and the country benefits from it. That's something that the UK, for instance, does all the time in the North Sea. In fact, we're far more penal than the Chilean government is. So, but obviously that would be very good news for people like Antofagasta and Clean Tech Lithium that we did say was a buy the other day at 37p. And so I would actually reiterate on both of those, Antofagasta and Clean Tech Lithium are the ways to play that bit of news. Would you agree with me there, Paul?
I think those are pretty safe bets, actually. Yes.
Very good. Come on then. Let's see what you've got to tell us, Paul.
Yeah, we've got the bigger news out today is actually in the sand and gravel business here for the UK, and that's Breeden Group, which is a well-established large aggregates producer across the UK. They have moved up to the main board of the LSE, so it is a institutional investment scale project. Again, it meets the criteria for other historically very successful aggregates firms listed on the London Exchange, like Hanson, for instance, in the past. So more power to them. And they also announced today that they had made three more individual operating asset acquisitions, one of which was in Northern Ireland. So definitely on the up and up with the aggregate business here at this point. We also had news out from Cordish Metals, the Cornwall redeveloper, the South Crofty tin mine, and this specifically about its water activities at South Crofty. They are preparing to begin the shaft dewatering and the water treatment plant. Therefore, the treatment of that water as it comes out is just about complete in construction.
Yeah, that's quite a process that's going on there. And obviously, it's going to, unfortunately, the problem with Cornish Metals, it's going to take a long time before we get into production. There's a lot of work to be done. Investors tend not to be that patient, but we do need to start getting things done down in the southwest of England. So obviously we act for Tungsten West. There's a lot going on there at the moment. There was an RNS today saying that Mark Thompson had stepped down from the board. Careful how you read that. He actually agreed to step down a couple of months ago, but on completion of this financing, the wording in the RNS isn't terribly accurate. But there's more news to come out of that fairly soon. But we really, it's time. It's the summer. I'm going to be spending July in Cornwall. I'm going to go and kick the mining industry up the backside and get it all going. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what we can do, Paul. I'm a huge believer.
Yep, that's right.
Right. I think it's the Camel AGM today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is going to be aired at 9:30 in the morning.
Camel is way too cheap at the moment, just hovering above £2. I think the reason being Fidelity have been selling. Also, of course, Kazakhstan, you may have seen that, for instance, it is cozying up a little bit more to China. And it is, of course, wedged in between Russia and China, which makes it a slightly harder country. But China is today courting, I think it's Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and one of the others. It's basically courting all of the stars, saying, come and be friends with China, not with Russia, because we're nice and peaceful. And so that is, I suspect, why Camel is weak. But it's a great company, great management team at Camel, and in my view, absurdly cheap at this level.
Very good, very good. I do have a couple pieces of gold news I'd like to speak
Go on
to.
then, quick, let's get them in.
Yeah,
let's get
real
them in.
close here. TSX listed Moneta Gold has closed their $26 million Canadian financing, as they previously announced last month. Represents both flow through and non-flow through working capital. And my view is that the press release doesn't mention whether or not the funds are sufficient to finance completion of a PFS on the 12 million ounce Tower Gold project that they have, but I'm thinking that surely it must be at or near enough in order to do that. One of my concerns about the Tower Gold project is we're still waiting to see exactly where the highest grade starter mineralization will be in this project, and I'm predicting it'll be on the furthest northeast property they have, which is up there on the 903 and Garcon deposits. And people might recognize those names because VSA Capital used to represent the prior company that had those deposits by the name of Northern Gold some years back. And the other piece of news I had is a new discovery in Guinea by Sanu Gold. They had in RC drilling here on what they call Target 2 on their Bantabaya gold project in Guinea. 11 grams gold over 15 meters in one of these holes here. So definitely a high grade shoot there that they'll be able to drill out in due course.
Right, I think that's enough, Paul. We'll call it a day there. And I think we'll be talking to Ollie tomorrow, actually, because I'm going off to play golf with Schroders.
Okay.
Best thing to do on a Friday. So let's hope the weather's good tomorrow as well. So have a good round of golf. Very good. Speak to you on Monday.
Okay. Very good. See you.